Well, hello and welcome to this big day. This is a huge day. And I don't like to say one video is more important than the other, but this particular class is probably the most important class of all of them. So let me introduce you to all that is here. We've got the plant kingdom here being represented, and inside there's earth that this plant is grounding in. And then we have fire. Let you see my sign. It says create. Create. So we have fire, water, minerals, and we have on this side here a little stone with a representation of the divine feminine. Your feminine ancestor represented here. And on the other side, the masculine. So you see, we're bringing balance to everything. And of course, the big tree in the background. The big tree in the background. Now, let us get started. We're going to first connect to the planet, Mother Gaia, through the intelligence of the stomach. Because this work is going to be done by the stomach, the seat of the emotions, and the heart. And just remember to tell the intelligence in the head to please relax, observe without interfering. Okay? And if you feel yourself getting into the headspace where you feel a certain way, or maybe whatever it is that you're feeling, just remember, pull it down to the heart, because you're one step removed from healing when you're in your head. And how do you pull it down? You go into gratitude, love, and compassion. When you're in gratitude, love, and compassion, those are emotions that dwell in the heart, and now you're in your heart, not your head. That's how you do it. All right? So let's get started. Let's first of all get connected to the planet, our beautiful, wonderful Mother Gaia. She sustains us and gives us all we need to survive here. And you do that by just imagining the roots coming from the intelligence of the seat of your emotion, your belly brain, your stomach, your energetic stomach. And these roots are going down your legs, through your feet, and connecting down to the planet. And if you can't feel this, all this, trust the process. That's the key. Now let's go to the heart and connect our hearts to the heart of the planet, only the planet. And you do that by imagining a line coming out and then suddenly curving like an ellipse or an orbit, the orbit that a planet makes when it goes around the sun or the moon around the earth, etc. And this is going to curve into the heart of the planet and back out, back around, curving back to yours from the back of your heart, creating a full circuit. Now, we're going to give gratitude to the planet and love for facilitating and allowing us to do this. Very important. By the way, this is a practice you can do every day. The belly brain and heart root connection to the planet. This simple act will keep you in line with the base level of the evolution going on in this planet. You do this simple little exercise. Now, let's move up to the next thing, which is to clear our spaces, and we bring in source energy from the divine, from the quantum realm, to cleanse our space. Cleanse our aura of anything that doesn't belong there, anything lodged in it. With source energy, quantum energy. And just feel that energy just dissolve the things that you don't need in your environment and in your energy field. Particularly anything that isn't supportive of you and your spiritual progress. And as you're doing this, start, breathe easy. Just a pause breath. Breathe in for 3 seconds. Pause, hold it a little bit, then breathe out. This will help to relax the body. And keep doing this pause breathing throughout this cleansing and clearing. And now we venture within. We started outside, now we're going within. The inner aura, the inner energy field. Cleansing that just as we did the outer energy field. Going deep into the organ systems and connecting with them. And then to the cells of every single cell in the body. And letting the body know, and every cell know, that we're all in this together. And that we are ready to release anything that they want to release. Old, stagnant, stale energy. Energies that are no longer required, no longer needed. And even things that have been placed within your being, your body does not belong there. And we want to let these emotions flow. We don't judge them. If they show up as tears coming down, very important. They may show up as you coughing, sneezing, sounds. Even if you feel like vocalizing, please do that. And you let your emotions flow down and out into the core of the planet, or up and up into the great central spiritual sun, where we all came from. Okay. Let it flow. Let your emotions flow. This is not the time to suppress them or keep them in. This is the time where you are letting things go, because you must feel it to heal it. You must feel it to heal it. So now let us go into the subconscious mind. And as we venture together into this vast aspect of your being, we encounter a very strong-looking masculine figure, emanating with love and courage. And this figure looks at us and says, "Greetings, we have been waiting for you." And so we extend our greetings as well. And he bids us to come. And we follow him deeper into the subconscious mind and into the quantum realm, all at the same time. And we now meet this wonderful feminine figure. And she is emanating with love, nurture, and an energy of a warm, loving grandmother. This wonderful being, this grandma, gives you a hug like never before. And the love that you feel is a love that you've never felt before. And now together, they take you and introduce you to all of your ancestors. The benevolent, kind, loving beings who they're in the millions. Then you have those beings, those ancestors that need your attention. They need some tender, loving care. They have some binds, they're great people, but they need to be freed. And this is where you come in. And then you have the third category of ancestors. They're the smallest number of the three. And they are the ones that did things that maybe were self-serving. And so that these deeds show up in your life. Some call them family curses. Things happen in your life and there's no explanation for it. You start on everything and it falls apart. You know the story. These ancestors have been waiting for you as well, because only you can correct the mistakes that they made, and they've been waiting, and they're just as happy as anyone else, because they don't want to continue to use your subconscious mind as a dumping ground. You see, they made pacts with other beings, whether it be through religions or any of the many systems here on the planet. And now they were bound by those beings, but not anymore, because you are here. You are here. And this work is effective only when it's done through love, compassion, gratitude, and for the highest good of everyone involved. Now let us begin with the clearing and the balancing to end all that it is that you came to end and that no longer serves you. And we start with, we call up, and it sounds like legalese, so that's how these contracts have been made. Our legal system that we have here on earth is made by these beings, some of these malevolent beings that entrapped your ancestors. So, we call up all agreements, all bonds, all vows, and all else involved that is no longer of any use or that has caused any harm to you. And we do not accept any retributions for ending patterns and behaviors that don't serve you. So we end anything that is tied to it in that way. We also want to bring out everything that needs to be cleared and can be cleared into the light. And you don't have to know what those things are. Your ancestors know. And the benevolent ancestors, the ones that have been with you the whole time, on your side, they are now working on those. So it is not something that you need to know any specifics about, because your job is to show up, and you have. And they are grateful because they have been waiting for this. You were not even supposed to make it this far, and you have. So to show up is all that you need to do. So now, we also want to dissolve and dispel any system, energy, and frequency that is related. Any malevolent beings, energies, whatever they may be, whatever labels they call themselves, that are attached to you through these ancestors, they must now be sent to source and be dissolved. Every single one of them. So that you can be on the road to freedom and sovereignty. We also bring out every single situation that is lodging in your subconscious mind to the fore to be cleared. Everything that can be cleared now. Now, let us do this on every timeline and temporal location, in every dimension, level, realm, density, or reality, on every planet, multiverse, universe, infinite verse, multiverse, omniverse, in past, present, and future, and any and all mirrored existences and dimensions, any altered mirrored existences and dimensions, through past, present, future, and through all time, no time, anti-time, substime, space, no space, anti-space, subspace, everywhere and nowhere and throughout all parallel lives, existences, realms, and all realities. All inflictions, all diseases, everything. We don't have to go through naming it all, because your ancestors know it, the planet knows it, and the divine knows it. As I said, we simply need to show up, and you have. Now, we also want to reclaim all energies that you have given willingly or unwillingly into all of these energies, they're always yours. And your ancestors will bring them to you, your higher self as well, in divine timing. And we set forth the restoration process that will make right all that is within you. Now, from the sovereign authority of our core inner beings, we declare any of the previous aspects and facets that were named, and even those that were not named, fully and completely and permanently null and void. We remove all permissions given, whether they were given willingly or unwillingly, knowingly or unknowingly. We reclaim every single energy that is ours, and what is theirs, and what is yours is yours. And from the sovereign authority of our core inner being, we dissolve, we dispel, and we disintegrate from every level and plane of your being, of our being, all related imprints, implants, overlays, cords, belief systems, self-beliefs, self-perceptions, feelings and emotions that do not serve, paradigms, narratives, sadness, sickness, fragmentation, and any other system, energy, or frequency that is related. Let this be done for the highest good of all, with divine harmony and divine timing, and the most benevolent outcomes possible. Now, this is a very powerful clearing. And if you feel you need time, let yourself sit there for a while. If you're still releasing, if you're still letting, if emotions are still flowing, you don't have to get up now. Let them flow. Allow them to flow and release. Let it happen. Let it go. Let it go. And let your ancestors comfort you. And if you hear them speaking to you, it is them in a very loving way. If some heavy energy is being lifted, let it be lifted. If it feels uncomfortable, ask for help, because you should be feeling it, but it should not be agony or painful releasing these energies. Right? So stay there for as long as you need to. Also, many of you may want to repeat this a few times. It isn't that it can't be all done at once, but it's just that the body and the mind can only handle so much. So, you want to give it some time. You want to give it 2 weeks before you come back to doing this again. Because it's like going to the doctor for an illness or a broken leg or something of that nature. It doesn't just get done and fixed when you leave the hospital. You need recuperation time. You need what we call in the healing world integration time. So you should do nothing but love on yourself and take care of yourself for the next 2 weeks. No kind of shadow work, no kind of inner work. Let the mind and the body recover, and you should do this for every time you heal yourself energetically. So relax. Let the music take you.